I began my ride to Clerkenwell Court this sunny morning of the 16th of April. As a simple person, easily distracted from the seriousness and potential implication of today, I made a couple of recordings with my bike cam on the way. There's a thriving community of pigeons at the Elephant and Castle, and seeing this woman feeding them filmed her kindness. Further into my journey, I've stopped at traffic lights in Farringdon Road, which is near St Paul's Cathedral. There's a guy on his road bike doing a track stand, which in all the years I've been riding, don't know why I never tried to master this.
Inside the circle is kebab shop owners. Outside the circle, Nothing any? Biryani?
Not being familiar with court proceedings, I thought my case would be dealt with and settled for good or bad today, but I was wrong. The bundle of paperwork I received last Friday, documents which outline what I will be tried for, does appear to be incredibly biased, and it looks very bleak for me. There's 8 allegations made against me from tenants of day at court, 2 of which sound particularly serious. Also included is the psychiatrist Dr Comley's report regarding the deceit that is the delusional disorder diagnosis, and his recommendations to have me sectioned. They're as damning as some of the tenants are horrible and devious, and a few downright demonic. Yesterday I rode up to the court and handed a letter for the judge I expected to see today, the intention to try to balance some of the bias. There was a memory card included with 4 of my videos on it. Here's the content of that delivery. That judge wasn't at today's hearing, but it didn't matter because this wasn't my trial day, which I hadn't realised. More of a briefing of what the trial will be about. I have 21 days to put down on paper my response to those allegations. I can bring evidence, but from what I gather, it will only be looked at on the day of the trial, if it does get looked at all. The viewer might know I have no trust in the police nor mental health, and with good reason. And although I haven't had any dealings with the legal system, I am pessimistic at best. As I will state in my response, my goal from the beginning of learning about my targeting is to prove or expose what still is deemed a conspiracy theory. What I hadn't expected was for the police to gaslight my evidence and use psychiatric reprisals, and nor did I envisage mental health to acquiesce, though I think it's more down to their incompetence than an agenda to label me with a mental health condition I don't have. If the psychiatrist had not been so incompetent, this nightmare would not have reached the stage where I'm ending up in court as the accused, when in fact the police, Notting Hill Genesis and some tenants here should be in court as defendants. And I'm not making any excuses for my abhorrent behaviour in a distant past.